When I think about the long-term future of asset managers, I think the biggest challenge that we see on the horizon is that the cost structure is going to continue to evolve very rapidly. And what I mean by that is there's much more price competition among asset managers as more firms and individuals have realized that cost is the one component you can control as an investor that really does help determine your outcomes. And so what we expect is there to be continued fee compression among asset managers, which will challenge certain business models. Now, in the end, we think this is a really good thing for investors. And as a firm, we intend to continue to lead the way in this regard. But I do think it's going to have a big impact on the overall marketplace. So the consequences to asset managers of the tremendous pressure on fees is going to be that asset managers are going to have to find different ways to really demonstrate value to their clients. And I think firms that recognize this and embrace it will be very successful. I think firms that ignore it will really run the risk of not being successful going forward. When we think about the social responsibility of asset managers, first and foremost is that we are fiduciaries of other people's money. This is not our money, it's our investors' money. And so our job is to make sure that they have the kind of outcomes that they deserve. And that's really encapsulated in our core purpose, which is to take a stand for investors, treat them fairly, and make sure that they have the best chance for investment success. Now, if I broaden the issue to environmental, social, and government issues that are often intertwined with the investment question, if you will, I think the way we approach ESG types of questions really is tied to investor outcomes as well. And we ask ourselves, how does a particular investment, a firm's operations, environmentally, socially, from a governance standpoint, how do those issues affect the ultimate outcome for the end investor? And we try to take that into consideration. I think Vanguard is unique first and foremost because of our corporate structure. The Vanguard funds own Vanguard, and everything we do has to benefit our clients. And that client-first philosophy has really been the heart and soul of the firm since our founding. I think related to that, we have a very strong value system within the organization, and that value system is really encapsulated by the phrase, do the right thing. We tell all of our people, if we do the right thing for our clients, we're going to be successful. I think the third thing that makes Vanguard unique is our investment philosophy, and it's a simple investment philosophy, but it is very, very powerful. We tell our investors they need to know their goals. They need to have an appropriate asset allocation based on those goals in diversified portfolios. They need to pay a lot of attention to cost because cost is the one determinant that they can control. And finally, they have to have a long-term perspective. Putting the interests of our clients first has really driven everything we've done and has really differentiated us from the industry. The way you see that, though, from a tangible perspective is in our embracing of low cost as a very, very important investment principle. And we believe very strongly that low cost leads to better returns for our investors. And so as you travel the world, I hear from clients all the time about the Vanguard effect. Every market that we enter, there seems to be a transformation that goes on around price. And investors broadly benefit from that because prices are coming down and they're keeping more of their return. And I think when we look back, we're really proud that we've been able to help drive this change in the marketplace. I think as I think about our legacy going forward, hopefully investors are going to always think of us as doing the right thing for them. We really are their advocates. And we only exist to serve investors. We're not in any other businesses. That's all we do is try to help our investors achieve their desired outcomes.